guys, and welcome back to another Flintstones review. This is for the episode Wilma's Disappearing Money, or no, Wilma's Vanishing Money, that's the title. So you can pretty well surmise from the title exactly what the kind of plot is, but it does have a plot twist in it that I didn't see coming that made it a little more interesting, because just surface level, I think I thought it was pretty boring until it got to that plot twist. So, episode starts out with Wilma asking Fred for some money, claiming it's like next week's like advance because last week was this, but there's like this whole complicated thing. Who knows if she's gaslighting him or what? No one knows. But Fred ends up giving it to her. He's asking Barney, "Does Betty do this to you?" And he confirms that, "Oh yeah, all wives do that." But anyway, so he's commiserating about being broke because now Wilma has all his money, basically, until his next paycheck. But he also knows that the toaster's broken. He needs to find a hairpin to go fix it. So he goes into the bedroom to go find a hairpin. He's looking around trying to figure out where would she hide a hairpin, and stumbles upon this whole stash of cash that Wilma has. It's like, hey, wait, she told me she had no money and needed money, and yet she has all this money right here. So, I think I should teach her a lesson. He decides he's going to take said money and buy himself the bowling ball that he has been eyeing for who knows how long. Meanwhile, we can all see where it's going. Wilma is telling Betty about how she's been stashing away $5 each week out of the money that Fred's been giving her for his birthday present, which also happens to be the bowling ball that he's been eyeing. Yeah, so anyway, he wants like the most elaborate, fanciest ball that money can buy, essentially. He comes home, he's gonna like smuggle it in as a pumpernickel, and he gets home and a cop is there talking to Wilma, and she is just beside herself because, oh my god, we've been robbed. Yeah, he feels like a heel, but he obviously can't admit to the fact that he did it, especially not with a cop there. His whole thing was that she wouldn't be able to admit that the money is missing because that would admit that she has been hiding it from him. But it's while she's so upset about this that she spits out the fact that she was hiding that money for his birthday present, and now he's just like mentally, oh shit, trying to figure out what exactly he is going to do. Yeah, it's like that. So he's trying to like call off the cop so that he can try to figure it out himself and everything. Figure it out, I should say. But oh, Arnold, of course, Arnold, who has been very obsessed with true crime lately and detective stories, he wants in on this. He wants to help crack this case. He wants to help bring this thief to justice. And he's pretty much sniffing out and scoping. Sorry, the alarm on my phone went off. So, anyway, so he is scoping out, he is sussing Fred, but at the same time, Fred is just trying to get him the hell out of there before he says too much and blows his cover, and Wilma just thinks he is overreacting and hating too hard on Arnold because he's always too hard on Arnold. Yeah, it's like that. So, it's a very fine line that he is walking at this point. So, he tries to sneak the money back in to Wilma after he goes and returns the bowling ball, which he does not have an easy time doing, but he manages to do the thing, gets the money. He tries to give it back to Wilma. She pretty much is awake and waiting for him to do it because she's expected him to put money in there to replace the missing money. Not at all believing that he took it in the first place. Thinks it's all a whole cotton bowl story. So yeah, it's like that. He is again feeling like a heel. She won't take his money. He goes back out, and now he gets held up for realsies this time by an actual robber. Yeah, yeah. So, pretty much, this is when Fred decides that, hey, actually, I could use this to my advantage. I'll pay off the thief if he doesn't rob me for real to go put the money back with an apology note. So it looks like an actual thief had a change of heart. Which, again, good luck getting him to do that. I think he ends up overall paying more than what was originally missing, well, stolen in the first place. Because he pays him off initially for doing it, he pays him off for cab fare. Then, when he goes there to do it and everything and gets caught by Arnold, Fred starts paying him to keep his damn mouth shut. And then he has to go along with his story about how he only did it to feed his starving children. And even though he is contradicting himself, yeah, like every 2 seconds, Fred's shoving more money at him. And then Arnold starts taking some of Fred's money, paying it towards him. And Wilma eventually ends up taking the remainder of the money and just gives it to the guy. Saying that, yeah, it was our obligation to do the right thing because we're in a position where we can do that. Hook, line, and sinker, believing that this is what really happened. She is too pure for this world. And tells Fred that, yeah, this is a birthday you'll never forget. And of course, he's like beside himself, sobbing because, yeah, you're right, I'll never forget it. Yeah, so it's ultimately a morality story, which there's quite a few. I almost said Simpsons. Quite a few Flintstones episodes that do that, but this one, I don't know. Like I said, the first half of it, it's just so predictable that it's not that great. But then the plot twist with the actual robber, okay, that makes it a little more interesting. So, like, up until that point, I would have maybe given this episode like a 2. But for that plot twist, I'll maybe bump it up to a 3 out of 5 for this one. But it's a mid episode. It's fine, but it's so predictable that it's almost painful. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on that one. Hopefully, the next one's a little better. You can tell the episodes where they kind of phoned it in. This, I kind of feel like, was one of those. But anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.